settle in and get the whole offense settled down.
And first play from scrimmage is a run. And it's Stevenson with a strong one going up the middle. Motion man is Diggs, the former Bill. Maye up top, extending out. Wow. And tremendous grab. What a catch by Booty.
The touch is just incredible.
And number one in the NFL completion percentage, 71.5%. The ground game to Stevenson. He cuts it to the outside. He breaks a tackle. And he walks the tightrope. Shotgun for Maye. Oh, it's an option. And Maye cuts to the outside for the touchdown. Fantastic opening statement for the Pats.
This is just a great job by the Patriots on the play design. You have Hunter Henry coming to lead the way. Drake Maye pulls it. Gets a great block from Kayshon Boutte as well to spring him. And Drake Maye makes one guy miss, heads to the end zone.
5 defensive backs here for New England. Allen from the gun, rushes on. Allen steps up, and Allen is going to get dumped. Back at the 12, Jack Gibbons. New CBS Wednesday. Breaking away is Drake Maye, and he turns it into a huge gain. Maye, who's been under center this season, 24% of the snaps. Oh, they're going back into the bag of tricks. The throw to Maye, the toss to a wide-open receiver, and it's caught by Hollins. He's been used to playing from the gun. Handoff, Henderson. He got tackled down low by Poyer, who helped save a touchdown, but that's a 5-yard gain and a first down. And he's really stepped forward in his second year out of Utah. Shotgun, Maye. He's going to run. Wow. Second score of the day. Drake Maye on the ground for the touchdown.
Nobody protecting the middle of the field, and Drake Maye just takes it right up the B gap between the guard and the tackle into the end zone. Right here, you're going to see just a huge lane open up, and he takes full advantage and considers dunking it over the goalposts.
Yeah. 19 seconds to go here in this opening quarter. Ty Johnson in the backfield. Johnson gets the call, turns the corner, and he works his way to the sideline. Landry to have a little more freedom. You have to be relentless against Allen. Quick hitter to the outside, caught by Shakir. He maneuvers, but well short of the first down.
Man, that's a great way to put it, Evan.
Handoff, Henderson. Big hole, and Henderson fires right through it for a first down. And they're trying to win the division today here against the Bills. Maye steps up, fires it downfield. Terrific hands by Hollins. First down, Patriots. He snagged it for 18. You do, or?
Oh, you.
Oh, I do.
You walked in with no shirt today.
That's true. Henderson! He's going the distance! And he's gone! It's all cooking for New England. 52 yards for the Rook.
The double team is going to be phenomenal up top from the right tackle and the extra O-lineman. They are just going to push Bosa out of the way and clear a path. This touchdown is on the Patriots offensive line for clearing the way. And then once he breaks through that initial fence.
Second down and 11 here for Buffalo. Josh Allen is 3 of 5 for 10 yards. Give it to Cook. Cook breaks a tackle and then dishes out some punishment. Third down and 5. Allen, he's got the highest third down completion percentage in the NFL, and he connects with Dawson Knox. Motion man Shakir. Allen will throw. Catch made by Cook, and he waltzes in for the touchdown. Bills needed it, and they deliver.
Almost too easy for Josh Allen and James Cook as he just pitches it out there. You're going to see some confusion here. You're going to have him going over here, and then you've got Ellis, who's man-to-man trying to get over the top, but it's too late. And Josh Allen recognizes McDermott. It's just a little too close for him to use his time out there, potentially help the Patriots.
Stevenson is in there. Maye, step, throw. Wide open. The tight end, Hunter Henry.
Now a timeout.
32 seconds on the clock. Maye steps up, and Maye's going to run again. He's been highly effective on the ground.
And got out of bounds.
Drake Maye just doing whatever his team needs. It's a running play. Stevenson. And the clock never moved.
The clock did not move.
The clock was stuck at 6 seconds. 36-yard field goal. Borregales. So situational football. 2-game lead in the division over the Bills. Borregales kicks it off. It's a deep one. Ray Davis is going to take it out of the end zone, 1.5 yards deep. Davis has the hole. Davis accelerating and caught from behind as he crossed the 45.
Exactly. Patriots defense has been phenomenal bottling him up. Let's see if they can do it again.
It's almost hard to believe. Josh Allen had just 35 passing yards in the first half. Handoff to Cook. And he slashes for a first down. 11-yard gain. It's correct. And he's learned that through the years. And he's going to do it right here. Josh Allen, cut to the outside. And those long strides for Allen takes him out of bounds. 2nd and goal. Allen faked the handoff, the roll and toss. Open man, Knox. Touchdown, Bills.
He's able to slip out. You can see the defenders trying to figure out, is it run, is it pass? And by the time they figure out it's a pass and Knox is in the open, it is too late. He has the leverage. Josh Allen finds him.
7. After they just scored the touchdown. Maye in the pocket, and he's sacked back at the 19. Couldn't break away from Milano. They have run the ball on 49% of their plays, 2nd in the NFL behind Seattle. Allen's pass is caught for a first down. Along the sideline to Joshua Palmer. Motion man Shakir. Play fake, Allen throws, and it's on the money to Jackson Hawes. They like to use the tight ends, and they like Hawes. Yeah, big change. Only 76 yards in the first half. They've already topped this in the third. Allen, sidearm, caught by Davis. And Davis loops to the outside for extra yards. Out of bounds, inside the 20. Working against Marcus Jones for 13 yards. And it gives them a 1st and goal. Just the 2nd penalty of the day against New England. Allen tosses it. It's caught in traffic, short of the goal line by Dalton Kincaid, but he secures it at the 2. 3rd and goal. Handoff. Cook trying to extend it. He got right to the goal line. And now what do you do on a 4th and goal?
Jalen Hawkins with the final hit.
They're going to stay with this alignment, and all of a sudden they're in a 3-point game. Shotgun for Maye. The quick toss to the flat. Stevenson breaks a tackle and then works the sideline. They load it up. Play clock down to 1. Maye in the pocket. The toss is perfect to Diggs. First down, New England into Buffalo territory. 3rd and 25 with 1:39 to go in the 3rd. Maye. Deep ball, taking a shot downfield. What an effort by White!
It's a punt.
Tre'Davious White with the pick.
Is it pressure?
It's 3rd and 7. Allen. A rocket downfield, and it's complete as he hits Dalton Kincaid for the first down. Producer Ken Mack, director Suzanne Smith. Fake the handoff. Allen steps up. Allen is going to run. Sliding down short of the 45. Christian Ellis was there. Tight formation. Allen's going to do it. And he drives for the first down and then some. They need to get to the 42. From the gun. Deep drop. Allen hooks a pass. And it's a battle with a flag down. Shakir and Marcus. Allen steps up. He's got room in front of him. Pulls the trigger. End zone. Touchdown. A bullet. Josh Allen to Dawson Knox. Buffalo takes the lead.
Watch this. I want you to see. This is called the picket fence defense. The Patriots are going to have all of their guys playing zone inside the 5-yard line and in the first couple yards of the goal line. Knox is going to find his way into an open spot in the zone, and Josh Allen is going to hit him there. People, anybody who wants to say weak schedule, anybody who wants to say anything about him, these are the types of drives that they can show everyone.
Henderson bounces away, and Henderson is off to the races.
Look at Maye.
Does he have another one in him?
Maye sprung him.
He does. Touchdown. Goodbye, Travion Henderson.
Drake Maye leading the way. If you want a reason to believe in your team, if you want a reason to believe in your quarterback, if you want to follow somebody in the battle, you follow a guy who's going to sprint 50 yards down the field.
A lot of time left, 9:42 on the clock. Allen looks one way, goes the other to Ty Johnson. Johnson continues to contribute in a big way for this Buffalo team. Shotgun, Allen, step and throw. Underneath pass caught by Shakir. He's got tremendous body control. He catches, he celebrates with his teammates. Handoff to Cook, dancing, and Cook accelerating.
It's a football thing.
2nd and 1.
Love being called a sick.
On a give, Cook slices through, and he takes it in for the touchdown. A silencer from Cook.
The right guard who punches and comes up to the second level. It's all about blocking the second level, and then Cook can handle the third level on his own.
Now, how the Bills have turned this around to take a 35-31 lead. 3rd and 12. Maye delivers, and it's incomplete. Hunter Henry. That's who Maye was trying to hit. If they get a first down, they could take another 2 minutes off the clock. Swing pass for Johnson. Fighting through traffic. He's not going to get there. Carlton Davis leading the charge for New England.
Put the ball in his hands, 4th and 5.
On 4th down. Maye steps up. Maye buys time. It's deflected. Incomplete. And they turned it over on downs. Joey Bosa gets a piece. So many options here for Buffalo. They need 3 yards. Hand it. Johnson, he slips through for the first down.
At minimum, we want to make them sweat for that a little bit longer.
A sensational come-from-behind victory. The Patriots were trying to win the division here today. The Bills say, not so fast. Buffalo 35, New England 31.